Greetings, inhabitants of the Glowstool Plateau. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Pacifists. Episode 10, More Turrets and Frozen Tunnels. Oh! Well then, Colonists. Shelter behind defenses. Robots. Muster. We got our Infestation. It's funny that I literally, for the first time, put up the whole like, hey, do you want to prepare for infestations? And then I get an infestation. I mean, you know, par for the course, but... Tim, close this door. Who is out right now? Kadath, Crimson. So Crimson, you are going to be unrestricted and set to haul. Freaking things uninstalled. Turrets. Okay, RCV, you get out there. Start whack-a-bashing. Deadfalls worked real well. Turrets are doing the thing. And we have 4 hives. Now, if I right-click to eat this... Disliked food, yeah. That's what I figured. We can definitely butcher all these bugs and then turn them into chem fuel. So the chem fuel from organics, I'm gonna keep regular meat. The insect jelly we can hold on to or sell. But all the insect meat, because I can't imagine we're going to host anyone that wants insect meat or human meat, we can just turn it to chem fuel. At this point, Belhart, time for you to bash hives. Schedule. Avoid corpse dump. And mechs. Yeah, mechs are fine. Mr. Tim, go repair your mechs. Also, we do have some, we do have an egg sack here. Funny, like, no one can even kill that thing. Well, more security was a popular choice. Oh, a transport crash from Hatlior. Do we want you? Kind, beautiful, vow of no violence, intellectual crafting. Yeah! Let's capture you and convert you. Okay, so in terms of improving our defenses, I'm going to stop mining up the steel, start mining up this uranium ore, and then we'll make more uranium ore turrets in and around the base. Isn't he the same doctrine? Oh, not even convert. Recruit. And oh, that's a go frenzy. So we'll need to recruit them, but still. Another kind, beautiful person. Quantum has a twin. That's awesome. We'll hold that for, vegetarian? Is that really what I called it? Oh my god. Vegetarian. We can hold those fine meals for guests. That's pretty handy. So yeah, I would say, given their traits, we're going to just recruit them. Now the traps that got installed, we'll put them back. Ah, that egg sack, I'm just gonna, I'm going to, once Tim is nearby, I'll, like, clear with my, my defenders. And the other thing is, Tim's ingredient radius for butchery needs to increase so we can actually butcher the animals. And then for the zone, a lot of insect corpses too. Who's such a violent, non-violent person? Ninjak? Don't get squished. Little robot. And yeah, we're getting a lot of insect meat. Okay, cool. Sunlit Farm still needs sowing. So Quantum, you're gonna grow... Actually, no. Turtle, you are going to grow over mine and construct. And I'm gonna have you shelter inside, and I'm gonna update the shelter inside to be correct. Because I'm basically telling him to work on the Sunlit Farm, because it's like, costs us a lot of wattage. So, I want to do this farm before I do the Nutrifungus, because the Nutrifungus really doesn't... I mean, we have so much of it, it really doesn't matter. And Crimson is already getting the uranium, so I'm just going to finish mining all the uranium, and then hopefully we'll haul it in within a reasonable period of time. So the next task is to add a lot more uranium mini turrets in here, so that I can just, like, clear threats way more easily, and not leave it to, like, RNG and chance. Raffle? Yeah. Let's get the raffle timer up. They haven't joined... Well, no, I'm not... Forget that. It's going to be a while for them to actually functionally join us. Because there's still a chance for them to just die or escape or whatever. They're not a colonist yet. I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch. Orchard Pond has an accurate hairstyle, just like homeless chic. God, look at how happy everyone is. Thank you, Lavish Meals. We have enough raw fungus. Let's just keep doing the Lavish Meals. Got 4K of it. In fact, quit sewing it for a bit, because we're doing okay. Cheers. So now that we're starting to get the income of uranium, This is the Improved Defense Project. I know, well, you know, maybe this won't collapse, right? I don't think that will collapse. I don't want there to be barricades that block other turrets. So I want to nest these deeper into the mountain. Is that a collapse risk? 11? I think it will be okay. I hope. I should have that memorized. I don't know why I don't. At least no one's in the middle. No. Yeah, okay. Cool. So I'm taking our defense seriously for mini turrets. Of course, as soon as I get bigger turrets, this might become obsolete. We might even have like a kill box out here with like slugs and autos. But this is pretty good for now. Then we need the power grid upgrade for this. So that looks like that. Oops. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to have only one conduit available for dead power for each turret so that they're easy to toggle. So this might require some tinkering. Because I don't want that one to reach here, but I want that one to reach there. I mean, you can kind of see the concept. And then this mini turret in the middle is its own issue. Actually, we'll just do like this. There. One dead conduit all the way around. You know, I may have to tinker, but, you know, that's the concept. So, the sunlit farm is done. We are improving defenses. And Turtle, you are allowed to leave the shelter again. How's the kid's education? We've got growth tier 0 and growth tier 0. So, awesome. But my, they age up at not 4 times speed, so it does stand to reason they would be a lot slower progress. So, it looks bad, but it's like par for the course. Alright, all that uranium still yet to be hauled. Let's continue mining out the steel, because that's also part of the defense upgrade. So if anything comes in here, they're going to have a lot of guns to deal with. I like it. Oh, that door should be forced open. Go Frenzy, Go Frenzy. Both kids are on a Go Frenzy? Oh, everyone has Go Frenzy. I have 3 Go Frenzies right now. We're juiced. I like it. Ridiculous. So the bottleneck for the security is mostly components that, uh-oh. Oh, expose the light because it's set on fire. Yeah, that's not, like, my fault. But, I mean, yeah, okay, technically it is. It's my problem. It's not my fault. Tim! hit Crimson with another work drive. You don't have to clean up dirt. That is not your purpose. You don't pass butter either. Another wanderer joined, Lafayette. You're a sheriff. Well, let's see. Oh, boy, look at that face. Trigger happy. Yep, you gotta go, buddy. Sorry. So I have a mod that stops us from being upset when we banish people, only because I have a lot of specific requirements about the traits that people are allowed to have. So I didn't want to be penalized with banish. So the banishing is that mood modifier is not a factor anymore. He left his shirt. Well, he took it off because it was tattered, and he's not allowed to wear tattered shirts based upon the you know, clothing assignments. So yeah, he took off his shirt, but he was told to. Boy, do you have the zoomies compared to everyone else. No, don't do that. Just finish your zoomies. Mine everything. Did I manage to get all that? No, there's still uranium sitting there. God, this is a huge mountain. There's probably ancient dangers in it. I could even start mining mining tunnels. The only issue with the mining tunnels is they are huge insect risk unless I freeze them. So if I do mining tunnels, I might need to engineer ways to prevent infestation from being a problem. Childlike joy. Well, I would say, at this point, normal pregnancy. Don't avoid it. We're already taking care of a 3-year-old. Vulcan Trader coming in. Sweet! I may be able to get a jump start on the whole ground pen scanning if I buy an advanced component. If I can afford an advanced component. So we went from 4 turrets to 14. I added 10 turrets to the security. I think that's pretty good. Ooh. Alright, I can sympathize, because I have debilitating back pain. But yeah, ouch. Bionics required. Well, look at that face. I mean, you are beautiful, so that checks out. See, I redesigned the dead power so that it's like one circuit. It's just one circuit, so it can't flip wrong. Hey, Krieg, thank you for the resub. And welcome. All right, Quant. What do we got here? Let's see what they got. The Ensig meat will turn into chem fuel. It's going to be more valuable as chem fuel. Plus, I'm not allowed to like trade for meats, so let's not look at that. Bird skin, lizard leather, chinchilla fur. I guess that stuff we either just like butchered. Explorer near the laboratory. That's a fun book name. But yeah, that's about it. They did not have an advanced component. They just have regular ones. Or no, they don't even have regular ones. You guys just suck. You just don't have anything. We could buy herbal medicine, but I'm not going to bother. So, you're honestly, worthless. This trade was worthless. Ooh, not cool. Goodbye. I didn't notice, but yeah, they're tribal. So, like, okay, it makes sense that they don't have components. Trade done. Oh, that steel's not that far. Especially if we have like a west-facing tunnel. So this one is waiting on smith components to be done. And then the defenses project will be finished. Cool. What should I build next? I can start to work on like an outside kill box so that this becomes the fail-safe for more security. We could do another farm. We could start working on like AC grow light, deep freeze base, or viewer suggestions. But my improved defenses is almost finished. The other thing that I could do is 300. Sterile the base, sterile the research room, and I'm just gonna like fill a little of the floors that I can't afford for sterile tiles, and that will speed up research speed a bit. Bye-bye, silver. I'm also going to leave one turret on as like a valid target. It acts this more or less the same way like a pawn standing out in the open would, where it encourages raiders to attack that target. Another royal tribute collector. Do you not realize I have nothing for you? Whatever. You hope the quantum twin gets recruited soon? Kind and beautiful? And like 10 years younger? We'll see. They want my 33 gold? It wouldn't even be honor. Like, look, if I go to trade with them, and I'm not going to give it away because as soon as I get advanced components, obviously I'm going to want the gold. I could get no honor for this. So, like, I'm almost tempted to just call it a Diabolus on them. I mean, I won't. We're pacifists, but it is tempting to be like, oh, okay. You want tribute? Tribute of blood. And just, you know, annihilate them. So here's our mostly sterile laboratory. Yep. I have 4 silver left. Calculated. Okay. Looks like clothing and AC for deep freeze is going to be the priority. So the current priority right now is to prep to freeze the base. This also means that I'm likely going to need more cotton or cloth than I currently have because I have like none. Is that true? Yeah, I have no textiles. Wait, where'd they go? Thought I did. But we're growing cotton, but I'll probably transfer some of the hop and psychoid over to more cotton. And then in order to do the rest of this project, I'm going to need more steel. Because to make a whole bunch of air conditioners, we're just going to need to hoard steel. So I'm going to mine through this mountain to get to here, rather than have to walk all the way around every time. So that is the current priority, but I am going to go to the bathroom. Okie dokie. Oh. Thanks, Randy. What a welcome home present. I sit down, With a quarter of a second, it goes, hey, power, it's gone. Thank you, Randy. What a jerk. Mechs. Actually, it's fine. We'll have stuff to haul soon. Crimson. You are... yeah, okay. So here's stuff to haul. Perfect. Tim is psycho-focus gaining on the throne with nothing better to do. That's kind of funny. And I guess I'll just keep sowing the farm, because why not? There's nothing else going on. One of the things we're going to need is a brewery. So I'm going to unlink this shelf and put hops and wort there. And then our actual fermenting barrels I'll put outside, because it's soon we're going to deep freeze the base, so it doesn't make sense to have them indoors. This also means we'll need to pair that with tea and beer shelves. And then up here, we'll do tea leaves, or psychoid, as a critical. And then make psychoid tea, forever, dump on the floor. So we're ready for the farm to start doing its thing. And as promised, Crimson is making loads of stuff for the, oh, I guess that's the shorter path. Anyway, whatever. Loads of stuff for them to haul. Oh my god. You run almost as fast as my toddler. Almost. Now, I'm going to turn the power on these and start to figure out how cold I can get it with just like the few that I have to figure out how many more freezers I'm gonna need. I know that they don't have the proper clothing on yet. Tim is missing a toque at the very least. He does have a duster though. People are gonna get real cold, but I don't suspect that this is going to deep freeze them. So we'll start at like, let's say -21. Well, let's go -18, -19, and so on and so forth. And I stagger them so that some of them can remain dormant. So -18, -19, -20. And this is the... I think this door needs to go so that this chamber becomes the same temperature. Self-inflicted flu season? Yeah. Yep. And then I'll need to start adding... So these freezers really only hit this section. Although there's open doors, and they hit this room. They could do the lab, too. They should do the lab. And they should also do the rec room. So to that end, I'm gonna want... two little vents on either of these rooms. And yes, my like research speed is gonna suck as a result. Advanced Fab is done! Awesome! Make advanced components. Do until we have 10. And then the first advanced component that we're going to get is going to be the ground pen scanners. And I'll put a ground pen scanner here. I actually don't really need to... Yeah, I'll just leave it open, it's fine. All that we really need is like a nice chair for it. You finished this already? Okay, I guess continue on that steel. So Tim should be smithing, cooking and smithing, and the smithing will be for the advanced component. So we can get at least the ground pen scanner going, because that's going to be the only source of plasteel, gold, possibly silver, etc. that we'll have. Unless we happen to find some in the mountain, which we haven't yet, so... Ground pen scanning and deep drilling is far more of a guarantee. Cargo pods. I'm leaving that there. What the hell, game? You got problems. So I can add more freezers if the top section needs more freezing here and here. And even here, too, if I really need. Because it looks like it's not quite cold enough. Also, there's the whole deal with, like, outside is going to be a variable temperature, because, you know, seasons. So, I'm just trying to test what temperatures we're going to look at. So let's mine these 3 spots out, because I suspect I'm going to need all 3 freezers on the top section. Hopefully not more, because I really can't accommodate more unless I feed another tube through to this section. And I know I'm like completely bingo components. Tim is... Alright, so I think in this case, I'm gonna stop doing the lavish meals just because it's so much labor that the labor cost of the meals is slowing down my smithing. It almost makes me want to do nutrient paste, but our faction doesn't like nutrient paste. With that said, they could still, you know, do it anyway. Ooh, and exotic goods. Quantum. I don't really have anything to sell, but, you know, might as well check. The Gauss seed. I'm going to hold on to the Nutrimian because it's possible that once we have heal root and cloth, we make our own medicine. We're obviously now making advanced components, so that's not much of an issue. Pollock seed would not... can't afford it, but that would be an interesting way to deal with pollution in the future. But yeah, that's really... I can't afford anything. And here's the advanced component we wanted for the fab. And I'm going to suspend the advanced components for now because we need normal components for the freezers. I could break down the chem gens to get normal components back, but I just don't like that as an idea. You know what I haven't had is a ship chunk drop. Right? Not ever. Nope. And no compacted machinery known on the map. That's fine. So So we're mining out the spaces for the vents so that these rooms connected to this tunnel can deep freeze a bit better. Oh, a visitor. That's unusual. And we've got -20, so this will be -21. And the reason I stagger them is if they're all at the same temperature, they're either all on or all off. They don't like, they don't have some on, some off. So staggering temperatures are still probably the best way to save power, if power is a concern. Because with all these freezers, inevitably I'm going to have, like, power problems. Plus, if we get a ground pen scanner, that's going to be another issue as well. So, you guys wanted me to get shields after the advanced fabrication, so I'll queue that up. More cargo pods of uranium. Oh, at least that's useful. And... okay. My Hiroots got blighted. Oh, the, this section is gonna go to cotton now. But don't sew it. Cut the blight. Don't re-sew it. Just cut the blight. Unfortunately, Tim can't work drive himself. Because now the bottleneck is Tim's ability to produce components. But the rest of the colonists will just keep hauling steel back to base. And then I might want to put another... I'll put Turtle on research. So when he's like... done doing constructing, mining, growing, plant cutting, he does ground pen scanning. All right, this one is going to be -22. And we're not going to get an accurate read of the temperature until the last cooler is built, because it's an open area. So all the other coolers are idle at the moment. Oh, wow, that was quick. He's really going through the components. Oh, shoot. -23. There we go. We have a lot of freezing power. There's other things that would help. The other thing is this tunnel here is doesn't have any vents, so like this one, oh, and it's not even fully trapped either. So the whole temperature of the base will have to hit -17 to negate the insect risk. We could also try to bait the insects. So if I dug like an overhead mountain zone over here, maybe, and then like built some stuff and made it filthy and dark and warm, then we could try to bait the insects into, but it would probably be easier to bait the insects in the middle of this whole thing. If I started to dig like mining shafts or something like that. But that's out of scope of what I'm currently working on. So it's getting cold. It's not quite getting the blocking the bugs cold, but it might get there. We'll have to keep an eye on it. And then there's these two tunnels here, which are not as cold, which might need vents or something. I might need to figure out how to get them super cold. Especially this main one, because it's Actually, we can remove this door. If we want to control the traffic into the base... Well, no, that door needs to stay. Never mind. Yeah, it's getting there. It's like -13 now. So we might need some additional freezing power for this section here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld The Pacifists, which originally streamed live on Twitch as a marathon one time only. Because it was streamed one time only, feedback cannot be incorporated, so there's no need for it in the comments. But if you have any questions for me, let me know down below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Adios.